Hello and welcome to the first episode of Life Tips with Pastor Garth. In this series, I'd like to take common life tasks and explore ways to perform them more efficiently, more comfortably, or more cost-effective. In this, the inaugural episode of Life Tips with Pastor Garth, I would like to explore the proper usage and techniques for the remote control. So let's get started. Alright, let's start off with the basics of using a remote control in your viewing session. The first thing you need to do is choose which hand you're going to use to operate the remote control. I would recommend using your dominant hand. However, you may want to practice with your non-dominant hand in case of injury or fatigue. Once you've decided which hand you're going to use, the next decision is which finger. The two common accepted methods are the thumb or the index finger. It's really up to you. And you need to warm them up. I like to warm up the thumb and the index finger in case, in the middle of a viewing session, I need to switch fingers. Alright, once you've chosen which hand and which finger you're going to use to operate the remote control, you need to decide ahead of time upon a resting position. Now the resting position is important because fatigue is the number one killer of extended viewing sessions. The two positions I would recommend are the stomach or the leg. And the key to remember in choosing a resting position is that the remote control is within easy reach without lifting your entire arm. You want to use the elbow as a pivot point and be able to easily reach the remote control while keeping your elbow firmly planted on the armrest. Okay, now that we've covered a few of the basics, let's dig into a couple advanced techniques this week. The first one I like to call the yawn diversion. In this scenario, you're using the stomach resting position for your remote control, and someone tries to steal the remote control in the middle of your viewing session. What you do is distract them with a yawn while hiding the remote control with your other hand. Let's watch that again in slow motion, paying careful attention to the deflection during the yawn. This technique may take some practice, but once you have it down, your remote control should be safe and in your possession for the duration of the viewing experience. Now the key to an extended viewing experience is fresh batteries. I cannot stress that enough. However, there are three methods you can use if fresh batteries are unavailable. The first is slap the remote control on your hand 3 times sharply. This may or may not energize the batteries and extend your viewing session. The next accepted method is push the remote control button harder. The harder you push, the longer the remote control can transmit. Now, if both of these techniques fail, the last technique that could save your viewing experience is the push and flick. In this technique, you push the remote control button harder and you flick the remote control signal at the television. This has been known to work, but used only as a last resort. Thank you for joining me on Life Tips with Pastor Garth, where I try to make your life a little easier. Join me next time where I cover the do's and don'ts of cell phone usage.